Welcome to the Best Things Podcast. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Best Things Pod as well. Now, here are your hosts, Craig and Aaron.
Oh, hello, internets. Welcome in to the Best Things Podcast. My name is Craig. Sitting next to me, Ranchosaurus Rex himself, Aaron Brooks.
What's up?
How we doing? We're doing
Peachy
keen. Welcome to the pod, everybody. We're glad that you are here. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for subscribing and liking and commenting and engaging and sharing. Wherever you're consuming this, please take a second and share it with somebody. Just send them this episode. This will be much better than our spring episode, I promise you. Send this to somebody. Let them know. Go check out the pod. These guys are fantastic. Aaron, how are we doing now that it's March time? Almost April time.
I am surviving the pollen season.
Allergies any better at all?
The last few days for me have been a little bit improved.
Well, mainly because the wind has blown anything off and the temperature dropped to freeze everything. So we're here.
Never seen it so windy. That I can remember.
It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Before we get into the pod, we gotta reference something that if you're watching online, if you're watching on YouTube, you may notice a few things in our studio. Our studio is ever evolving, by the way. There's always new knick-knacky stuff. So that's a little hidden Easter egg for anybody who's just listened to the pod. Go check us out on YouTube or our TikTok videos and stuff like that, because you're always going to see new things popping up. We've got a few interesting artifacts in the studio today, and it's shouting it out. There's a better way to say that. We want to shout out our friends from San Jose, California. The San Jose Sharks, the NHL team, gave us a little treat. So on TikTok a month or two ago, I did this thing where I've never had a hockey team, and I've got some friends of mine who love hockey. And they said, hey, you know that thing you did with the NFL? You should do that with hockey teams. We did it. We had a lot of fun with it. And the San Jose Sharks were always in our comments and having a lot of fun back and forth. Well, that series ended, but randomly on our doorstep one day, we got a massive package. Stuffed to the brim full of stuff. And so we have a few of them here. You can see there's a hockey puck back there. We got a hockey stick. The shark is right there. This sign, there's a pennant over there. There's just a lot of random knickknacks in here. Plus this autographed picture. And it says, "At the best things in life are free, like being a Sharks fan for life. Hugs and fishes, S.J. Sharkey." Which is written in Sharpie, by the way. So that is pretty dang close.
It looks really similar to the packaging.
So thank you, S.J. Sharkey, for all the love and for all the fun stuff. You've got some San Jose fans here in Arkansas for sure. So
next year, I'm all in. Next season,
you're all in.
I'm gonna be studying. I'm gonna be learning, and ready for fantasy hockey season.
You should do fantasy hockey. You do everything else.
I do everything else.
You might as well. How's fantasy NASCAR going, by the way?
I am in third place, and there's 3 of us playing. So,
hold on. You have a season with just 3 people? How does that work?
Couldn't get anybody else to participate. They said that's the dumbest thing we've ever heard of. Fantasy NASCAR. What kind of idiots are doing that? Me.
That's so funny. So are you keeping up with it, or are you just kind of coasting at this point?
No, keeping up with it.
Okay, so pedal to the metal, left lane boogie.
We draft every Sunday.
We draft.
Oh yeah, little NASCAR.
NASCAR humor.
I don't know. I've had a few good weeks. A couple of my boys let me down.
Yeah.
I have watched more NASCAR this year than I've ever watched before.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine that you would. Well, today's episode, you know from the episode description and the title, this is one that How did we get to talking about?
National Ranch Day takes place every year on March 10th.
Okay.
And we missed it. We
just
overlooked it.
We just completely flubbed it.
We had the opportunity to do this for Ranch Day, and we talked about how we should try all the different ranches and do the podcast, and we just totally flubbed that.
Yeah, we really did.
So today we're going to do that, except we're not going to try any of the ranches.
Our last episode came out on Ranch Day. How did we miss it?
Yeah, it did. So, that's our bad, and we had talked about tasting the ranches.
Yeah, and we may still do that at some point. You know, we don't have to make this. This is maybe we need to separate the pod and the videos.
I was going to say that could be a TikTok thing.
Yeah,
some videos.
Because I don't know the people just listening on audio want to hear us going the whole time. So because that's going to be way more smacking and slobbering than the Reese's one was. I'm sure.
It depends on what you dip in. Like you dip carrots, there's going to be a lot of crunching involved.
That's true. So yeah, we missed Ranch Day, but we got to thinking about we couldn't wait till next year to do this again, because who wants to wait a whole year to talk about stuff dipped in ranch dressing?
Do you know the origin of ranch dressing?
I don't.
Would you like to know the origin of ranch dressing?
I'd be thrilled to.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you, again, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just giving you what I found online, okay? So people make up stuff, believe it or not. This says ranch dressing was created in 1954 by Steve Henson. That was Jim's brother.
Really?
Just kidding about that part.
Oh, come on, dude.
But Steve Henson, he was a plumber turned cowboy, and he had a ranch.
I don't know what to believe now. You've cried wolf now. I don't know.
He had a ranch out west.
Okay. Was it called Hidden Valley?
It was called Hidden Valley Ranch.
Really?
Yes, it was.
For reals?
Yes, for reals. He was a plumber from Nebraska. He had moved to Alaska to work, and he started experimenting with buttermilk and a dressing. And he landed on this recipe for ranch dressing. Him and his wife moved to Santa Barbara, California, and opened up a dude ranch, and they named it the Hidden Valley Ranch, and it was born.
Wow. Well, there you go. There's the history of ranch.
The guests that would come to stay with him, they loved the dressing so much, they started asking him and his wife to bottle it so they could take it home.
So they made it specifically for salad? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for their salads. And they started bottling it. Eventually, they started mixing up the powder and selling little envelopes of the powder and would do it through the mail. And then in 1972, Clorox.
Well, that makes sense.
You always associate them with ranch dressing. Clorox bought them for $8 million, and they turned ranch into
what it is today.
what it is now.
Is it the top tier salad dressing? It is the best?
It is
We haven't done
S-tier.
a salad dressing episode. I guess we could do
We
that.
could. Yeah. No, for me, that is S tier.
Yeah. I think we would have to. We need to come up with a word that means just set it to the side, because like that's when you almost have to. Otherwise, what's the point in doing the rest of the episode? Because ranch is the goat of dressings. Okay, well, we're talking about ranch today. Specifically, what can you dip into it? Or what is the ideal thing? What is the perfect thing? Is there anything better than dipping blank in ranch? We're going to figure out what that is. We're going to have our top 4. We're going to put it into a bracket, just like March Madness. Hockey's going on right now. And we're going to find out once and for all what the best thing to dip into ranch is. Are you ready?
Let's get dipping.
Before we can figure out the best thing, we have to talk about all the things. It's time for the thing about the things.
I am regretting I don't have a water with me this episode, and I have a feeling my mouth is going to be watering while we're talking about these things. That was a rookie mistake on my end.
Rookie move. Hey, can I give you a little ranch dressing AI humor?
Always accepting of AI humor. Yes.
Here we go. You ready for some jokes?
Okay, bring it.
Buckle up. We're going to laugh, people.
Maybe.
Okay.
We're not going to laugh with ChatGPT. We're going to laugh at ChatGPT more than likely.
You know you love ranch too much When your blood type is Hidden Valley positive.
Wow, that was bad.
Hey, I brought ranch to
it couldn't be HV positive. I mean, like,
I know. I brought ranch to a fancy dinner party. Everyone was shocked, except the chicken wings. They were dipping with excitement.
oh man, these are bad.
You know, you can't trust ranch dressing. It always changes its consistency when things heat up.
These are, I think, are the worst ones we've ever had on the show.
Let me just leave you with this one.
Okay.
We'll end on a high note. I tried making my own ranch. Turns out I just made a suspiciously seasoned milk puddle. And there is ranch jokes with AI.
We've got to come up with a jingle. Oh, that was bad. Oh my goodness. Okay. As always, we have our handy dandy Taco Bell here waiting for us. And at any point, if we say something, if we reference it ourselves, or if the other person says it, we can smack that button and remove it. I would like to propose, Aaron. We've toyed around with this idea for a minute now. We cannot hit that bell unless it has to be on the bracket. We can't move it around.
So once you take it,
You got to lock it in.
you got to lock it into the spot where you put it.
Yes.
Doesn't move today.
I would like to do that because I think it's going to make us more, less, more or less. It's going to
make us more or less.
It's going to make us more cautious, less. There's I can't think of the word.
Were you looking for a ranch pun?
No, this is just a word.
Just,
It's
word. Okay.
just a normal
I thought you were
human
trying to
word.
make like the pun.
Less button happy, something like that. Yeah, it's gonna just cause us to slow down a minute. you
Okay.
know? So that's my proposal, just to see where we get here.
I like that.
Okay.
I also think that as we talk about these, we should, as you mentioned a minute ago, like what tier was ranch dressing and salad dressings?
Yes.
I think as we talk through these, we should kind of consider what tier the item falls into that we're talking about.
I like that.
Like, is this an S tier, A tier, B tier, D tier, whatever?
We need to. I need to keep record of that. I want to try to do that too.
We're going to do lots of things today.
We're gonna do. We got a lot of moving parts here. I need to get a separate little tab here that has just the tiers to add to, but we don't have. I don't have all that set up. But
And then, if you can, you know, this would be nice if we could go back and reference this at some point, because someday I'm going to want to know what we should dip into what,
yes,
and I would love to be able to reference this again.
I would too.
So
We've
you know,
talked about trying to be better at some of those things because, you know, we want to be for the every person in our own memories. But again, the minute you catch us doing more than what we're doing, we're getting paid,
We get
y'all.
paid.
So don't expect too much out of us. By the way, I need to say this before we really dive in, because I've been in a fight the last 2 weeks. You know how like a month, like longer than a month, I don't remember what episode it was. It was way back in February with the pickle T-shirt idea.
yes.
So the shirts are available on our website, but our supplier is apparently in its massive backlog.
Oh no,
Because I had ordered us some shirts so we could wear them on the pod,
I remember that now.
like back in early February, and I was like, "Hey, what's the deal? They should have been here a month ago, and they're still in the backlog." So I wouldn't place any orders for our merch just yet. We may be finding a new supplier. All that to say, bear with us if you because I'm confident. The reason I say I'm confident, there may be a shirt idea coming out of this episode at some point, because this is the type of content that
Yes, it
warrants a
is.
T-shirt.
It is.
Okay. I'm gonna let you start so I can gather myself with all the extra work I have to do real quick.
Okay. Well, then I would propose, since we're going to be more cautious about this, I think we should start from the bottom and try to work our way to the top.
Okay.
I mean, one of us may consider something a bottom tier dippable item that the other one wants, but there's some questionable ranch dipping that's taking place.
I agree. And do we want to be specific? I feel like we need to be specific for this one. Like you can't just say vegetables, right? Like it
needs to be a specific vegetable.
Because there's a difference in a lot of these.
Okay, like I don't want to dip a raw onion in ranch, but I might want to dip a carrot in ranch.
Well, yes, but also like I mean, just because you take vegetables, I mean, I think you need to be specific, not just to not because they're all on the same playing field, but I think we also just need to be specific. Like if you want broccoli and I want carrot, something like that.
We can have multiple vegetables. Yeah. Let me tell you, if we end up with multiple vegetables in our final 8, something went terribly wrong today. Let me just put that out there to begin with.
That's a good point.
Okay, here's one that I have seen. I don't know anybody that does this. Do you?
I don't know yet. You haven't said it.
Dip hard-boiled eggs.
What?
Into
Who is
ranch.
doing that? That makes no sense. No, I'm not doing that.
I don't know. Here's the thing.
That's a D tier if we're tearing these out.
Here's the thing, though. As weird as it sounds,
You're not.
do you ever put hard-boiled egg into your salad?
Okay. Well, now
And then do you put ranch on the salad?
you're making a good point because I do like a Cobb salad, and the Cobb salads have.
I think of this at first, and I'm like, that's the weirdest thing I've heard of. And then I think about the salad. I'm like, it never bothers me.
No, I prefer egg in my salad. I like the
egg in my
hard-boiled
salad too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, now you've got me questioning everything.
So do you do this out there? Have you tried hard-boiled egg, not in something, but just
I've never considered just dipping a hard-boiled egg in ranch.
I kind of want to do that now.
I kind of do too.
Because
At first I was so disgusted.
people are, yes. But then the longer you think about it, the longer you reason, the more reasonable it seems.
I'm gonna give it a courtesy C tier. I don't know that I can put it above C right now though.
That feels appropriate. That feels appropriate. C tier for hard-boiled eggs.
Well, I didn't think about going in reverse order. Okay, I'm going to give you one, and you may hit the button.
I
on
may
this.
want this,
but it's funny because as I was going through different lists, I saw chicken nuggets, or chicken tenders on the list, and I was like, you know what I don't want to dip is a chicken nugget. I will dip a chicken tender in ranch all day long, but I'm not going to dip a chicken nugget for some reason.
Okay, let me ask you, when you say a chicken nugget, define
like I mean, there's a difference between a chicken nugget and popcorn chicken, right? But honestly, I guess I'm dealing more with size, but I'm not like a tempura processed ground chicken nugget,
Chick-fil-A. If you get a Chick-fil-A nugget,
I'm not dipping it in ranch.
you wouldn't dip that in ranch either.
I'm not dipping that in ranch. I'm not dipping
Chick-fil-A because it's real chicken. It's not
right.
the ground up
Yeah.
stuff. So you wouldn't dip that, nor would you dip like a Wendy's nugget.
No,
in ranch.
No, and that's weird, right?
That's weird.
Am I the weird one?
You're the weird one.
Okay, I'm the weird one. But for some reason, that's a lock. I'm thinking of a nugget. I'm thinking of a honey mustard or a hot mustard or even a sweet and sour or barbecue. Like
those are all acceptable things to dip in.
Yeah, I usually go the mustard.
That if you get chicken tenders, you wouldn't dip a chicken tender in those other things.
I would. Chicken tender opens it up. I guess what I'm thinking maybe more of is like if I'm going to a Cheddar's or I'm going to a Chili's or someplace like that that has those, if I'm not getting a chicken tender, well, maybe at Cheddar's, they have really good chicken tenders, but if I go to Texas Roadhouse, I'm not getting a chicken tender. But if I was to, I would dip those in ranch. I wouldn't ask for honey mustard for some reason. But fast food, a nugget, I'm not doing ranch that way.
Okay.
I'm so weird, aren't I? I am the weirdest.
Here's the thing. There's part of me that wants to agree with you because if you get ranch in one of those little cups,
oh yeah,
that's like those taste terrible.
Right.
Like that kind of
if
ranch
it's a sealed cup.
Yes. Yeah. It does not taste like what you're getting at a restaurant.
And maybe that's why I know it's not good ranch.
It is like if we were going through our tiers on ranch dressing, that kind of like Wendy's ranch dressing or Sonic ranch dressing, something like that. it's going to be, I don't know, C, D tier ranch.
It's not good.
But I don't think that it's weird to dip a chicken nugget into ranch.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe it's more about the ranch than the nugget.
So,
and you just don't get nuggets at a place like Cheddar's. You're going to get strips.
yes. If you do chicken nuggets at home,
I'm still not. It's probably, it's going to be barbecue sauce, or we have Chick-fil-A sauce back there. I'll just put Chick-fil-A sauce on it.
I've been on a real kick recently making my own homemade copycat version of Chick-fil-A sauce. It's been really good.
Yeah.
Been really good. So where would you, are you wanting to
I mean, I guess I'd still put nuggets in a B tier. Because, I mean, it's not abhorrent by any means.
No.
But I don't think it's near GOAT status at all for me for some reason.
Now, look, the list that I'm looking at here on questionable items does list popcorn chicken as questionable.
Okay.
And I guess maybe that's why they're saying it's questionable to dip it.
It may be.
But you think that popcorn chicken and chicken nuggets are
They're not the same thing. They are different. Like a ground chicken McNugget,
yes,
that's a different thing than a popcorn chicken or something.
So
at Chick-fil-A.
what is Chick-fil-A? Is it popcorn chicken?
I think it's technically popcorn chicken. Yeah,
chicken bites.
Yeah, chicken bites. Like if it's ground up, to me that's a nugget. If it's a actual just a chopped piece of chicken, then it's a chicken bite or popcorn chicken, whatever you want to call it. Boneless wing apparently is what that is.
Yes.
It's really not. I have a whole beef with boneless wings. It's not really, unless it comes from the wing. If it's wing meat, then I'm fine calling it boneless wing. But it's not.
We just termed it.
Yeah, what you're getting at Wingstop or something is not a boneless.
No.
The meat from a wing. That's not what it is.
You could call it a chicken nugget. You could call it popcorn chicken. Yeah. You could call it any of those things.
Just
a chicken bite, but do not call it a boneless wing.
If I was to give you a boneless wing sans sauce, it would. You're not calling it a boneless wing.
Boneless wing.
If I'm giving you a chicken wing without sauce, it's still a chicken wing.
Yes.
This is the whole what is a burnt end situation all over again.
Here's one that's also listed in the questionable round, and I question whether or not this is questionable.
Okay.
And that's a soft pretzel.
Ooh, I feel like the kombucha lady. I'm going back and forth. Mm-hmm. I would not think to do it, but I don't know that I'm mad at it.
Questionable.
Because when I think of a soft pretzel, I'm putting it in cheese or mustard. That's really the only two things I'm dipping a soft pretzel in.
Why do you dip a soft pretzel in mustard?
I don't know.
To
but
me,
I just
that seems weird.
I just do.
It's very common to dip a pretzel in, but why? I have always how did pretzel and mustard become a thing?
Maybe because of a ballpark. You know, you got the hot dog, you got mustard on your thing, so you just kind of went there. You probably will hate what I'm about to say.
Oh boy!
But I like popcorn and mustard.
Popcorn and mustard?
Yeah, if I'm at a ballpark or something, I got the hot dog with the mustard on it. I'll take a little piece of popcorn and dip it in the mustard and eat it. Yeah, I've done that many times.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody. Erica's a big mustard fiend.
You need to ask her.
Seems like something she would probably like.
Yeah.
You ever tried dried mustard powder on popcorn?
No, I've never tried that.
I wonder how that would be.
That'd be pretty good.
Kind of get a little tang from it.
We need to text her and see if that's something she does.
Here's another one that was questionable: cornbread.
No, I don't like that one.
That feels like that's a D tier if somebody's doing that.
Yeah,
that's like the bottom.
I don't approve of that one.
Who would dip cornbread in ranch?
That feels wrong. Like good Southern cornbread.
What is the
ranch?
What is the meal? What is the scenario?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Where you're like, this cornbread needs some ranch.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That feels.
I don't
wrong.
dip cornbread in anything.
No, I don't either.
I mean,
I'll put some butter on it
or some honey.
Exactly right. That's
Outside of that, I don't know that cornbread should have anything.
No. Maybe some barbecue on it, or my notes app just crashed, so I'm pulling it back up. So give me another one.
This one is listed as questionable, and that's a cheeseburger with ranch as a dip, not as a topping.
Okay, I think questionable is a good category to put this in because it doesn't seem common.
Have you ever dipped a burger in ranch?
I have. But here's the deal.
Why?
Usually if it's a dry burger, like if it's a thick burger and it's too dry and it doesn't even have sauce on it.
To give you some moisture.
Yeah, it's usually like, you get it somewhere and you've already got some ranch for something else.
It's like eating a burger desert.
Yeah. Yeah, because you do need some moisture in a burger. So if it's a dry burger, I'll put that on there. I've had burgers with ranch on it, but I mean, if we're talking specifically dipping it in ranch, then yeah, I mean, that's not something I'm seeking out to do, right? You know, this is. I don't really dip burgers in anything though.
I don't either. Let me give you. This is not just questionable. This does not even belong on a tier. This is a food sin.
Okay.
This is criminal.
Okay.
I had a friend recently. He told me about a first date that he went on.
Mm-hmm.
He picked a very expensive steakhouse.
Oh no. Oh no. I see.
And he said his date ordered an $85 steak.
No.
And then requested ranch dressing to dip the steak in.
I don't feel safe.
And he said that was the only date they ever went on.
I can imagine.
Steak in ranch, food sin.
A good steak, yes, for sure.
If you're buying an $85 steak,
zero reason
you dipped
to
it in anything.
Yeah, anything at that point.
Anything.
If I have to dip it, it's immediately send it back. Yeah, I don't get that.
And then, I mean, can you make a case for dipping steak in ranch?
The only case I can make is if it's not good steak. Like if it's dry.
Would you think of ranch?
Doesn't have a lot of seasoning.
I don't know that
I wouldn't go and pursue ranch, but if it's at the table or if I had a salad and I'm, yeah, I could do that. I mean, again, you're talking that kind of steak. Now, yesterday I had a steak salad, and steak and ranch is good.
Okay.
In the context of the salad, though, like I'm not going to take that steak away from the salad and just start dipping it in ranch. I mean, the flavor is going to be there, but that's a sin. You're right. It's a sin to the steak.
Yes.
It's a sign of respect toward the steak not to do something dumb like that.
Like I would not even, that does not even go on the list. I'm not going to entertain the idea of dipping a steak.
Which we missed. We talked about nuggets, hard-boiled eggs. What was the other thing? We didn't give a tier.
Burgers. We've talked about.
Where do you want to put burgers as far as a tier goes?
See, to me, that's C tier.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good spot.
I could understand the case that you made for it, that you could dip it. It doesn't put me off. Like I could eat a burger if it was dipped in ranch, but I'm not seeking that out.
No, not doing it.
And steak is just like right to jail.
Yeah, we're not going to mention.
And cornbread was the other one.
Oh, cornbread.
Like cornbread, that's D tier.
Yeah, that's D tier. That's
you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's borderline food sin.
You know I can't hear borderline without thinking of our old former coach. If you know, you know. I'm not. You can say it if you want to. I'm not going to say it on this family pod.
Look it up, people.
But yeah, if you want to know what we're talking about, if you want to be ruined from the word borderline, go look up Arkansas Brett Bielema borderline.
What's he talking about? Texas?
And just enjoy.
Texas?
I think so because we beat Texas. Just enjoy yourself because it's so good. Man, I feel like I'm trying to think. I didn't put anything on my list that was bad, but I'll get. Well, you know what? Some of these other articles that I looked up, I'm gonna. How about this one? Because I saw this on several different lists. Mac and cheese. Are you dipping your mac and cheese bite into ranch? You want to hit the button, don't you?
Here's the thing.
Oh my gosh! I didn't expect this.
I have not intentionally done this, but sometimes the mac and cheese has kind of gotten a little close and grazed the ranch dressing, and then it's just like this, I don't know, ranch explosion in your mouth.
Really?
It is so good.
You want to hit it, don't you?
If the stakes weren't this high,
because you can't take it off.
I would.
And you only get 4.
You only get 4. If the stakes weren't so high today.
Oh, I like this format. It really makes it because it's gamesmanship at this point.
This is borderline. This is borderline. This is borderline bracket worthy. Okay, this one's on the bubble.
Oh, we got a bubble,
as Joey Brackets would say.
Yeah.
This is a bubble. This is a bubble team for me.
Okay.
Have you?
I've never done it. No, I've never done it.
Just kind of let it touch the side of the ranch.
Oh well, this is the rare, no, really not as rare as it should be. Aaron ASMR moment of the episode. It should be more rare than it is. What else? I'm trying to think of things that I wouldn't want to put on the bracket. Which I've got 12 things listed here on my list.
Let me give you one that I feel like is, again,
make it.
This is a bubble thing, I think.
Okay.
Chips.
Okay.
Or potato. I don't know.
Yeah. Just any kind of chip.
Chips, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of any chip that I would like. There have been times I've had like back in my bachelor days when I was single, where I would have a tortilla chip, but I wouldn't have any dip. No cheese dip or anything. I'll just like, I got some ranch. I'll just dip it in that. So I've done it. It's not bad.
Okay. You go to the store. People do this at home. They make it ranch dip. It's like a thicker thing.
That's true.
And
it is different. But
is it?
It is.
Tell me why it's different.
But I also don't lean toward that. Like, I'm not getting ranch dip. I'm gonna get
French onion.
French onion is what I'm probably gonna usually lean toward.
Those are all
sour cream and chive, stuff like that.
It's ranch based.
I know.
It's ranch based.
I'm aware.
And ranch dip is just thick ranch dressing.
I'm aware.
So,
I'm not going to take it. If you want to take it, by all means. I'm not going to talk you out of it.
Like I said, I feel like this is bubble.
To me, this is next 4 out.
This is next 4 out.
This is next 4 out for me.
So, does mac and cheese and ranch, is it a higher tier for you?
I've never had it or remember having it, so I don't know. That one's really hard. I haven't watched the games. I don't know, but I've done chips, and there's certain chips that are better than others. Like a Cheeto in ranch is really good.
Tell me what chip is bad in ranch.
I don't.
A Flamin' Hot Cheeto in ranch is good.
Would be good.
A Dorito in ranch is good.
Salt and vinegar may not be good in ranch. That may be too.
Okay.
That's the only one I can think of that I think would fight each other.
Barbecue and ranch should be good.
Yeah.
Sour cream and onion, cheddar and sour cream.
Right.
All of these seem
Cheddar and
to,
sour cream is really good in ranch. I'm not taking it, but I'm not going to poo-poo on it. If I don't think you're crazy if you want to take it.
I think that this is actually, man, I'm tempted to go last 4 in almost.
While you're thinking about
I was going to say this is almost a tier above mac and cheese and ranch.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw a video the other day that says, I think it was Heinz put out a video. I think it was an ad where they had a jar of ketchup dip for your chip. Said, dip your potato chip in here. And people
Is it Canadian?
People looked at it confusingly, and they said, well, if you're going to dip a fry in ketchup, why wouldn't you put a potato chip in ketchup? And they made a really good point. I've never thought about dipping a Lay's into some ketchup.
So
before.
I know ketchup chips are really big in Canada.
That's true.
So I could see that. I guess potato and ketchup,
it just goes together. I mean, you put ketchup on your hash browns and any kind of fry and tot. I've just never considered doing it with the potato chip, but now I want to.
Anybody out there dipping in ketchup?
But ranch is definitely better than ketchup in every regard.
I'm not hitting the button yet. I'm just telling you that could be.
I think there are better things. I think there are at least 8 better things out there.
Probably.
And so that's why I'm not in any hurry to hit the button there. I'm not mad at it, but I don't really seek it out. I do think it goes beyond questionable into, pretty good. Is there anything else maybe outside the bubble looking in?
Okay.
That we want to talk through?
Let's go here.
Okay, let's go there.
Let's go vegetables.
Okay.
Because
you don't think vegetables are
I think this is bubble area.
This is definitely bubble area.
What is this could be vegetable section here, a tier within a tier. There are tiers of vegetables.
You're right, yeah.
What is the best vegetable in ranch?
So, you mentioned onion earlier. Onions definitely kick that out. Onions don't. That's not going to be. Nobody's doing that.
What you find on your crudité platter?
Yeah. So you're talking. Let's just go ahead and say them because I don't. That's the good thing. We're not in any hurry to hit the buttons at this point. Carrots. in the category within the category, carrots are S tier. Celery, A tier. Broccoli,
B tier.
Oh, I go broccoli A tier.
Really?
I think I would put broccoli ahead of celery. The only reason celery might get the bump is because of wings.
So I do not like to eat raw celery. I'm
Really?
only putting celery in the A tier because I feel like it's probably popular with people.
Right,
to
yeah.
dip. It would not be my personal A tier.
If I'm going to eat celery, I'm dipping it in ranch.
You ever do the peanut butter and celery and raisin thing?
I don't do the raisins, but
Just peanut butter?
Yeah, I've done that.
Seems weird.
Bell pepper, really good with ranch.
I like a red bell pepper.
Yeah.
Or yellow. Something besides green.
Right, yeah. And that might be,
Tomatoes?
yeah, I don't ever dip it. It's always there, but I don't dip it. I just
Cauliflower.
pop them. I don't like cauliflower. And maybe it's because I did keto and I don't want anything to do with cauliflower ever again, but
We saw an article earlier from All Recipes.
we did.
That listed the 10 best things to dip in ranch. And this was one of the most whacked articles that I've seen.
It must have been some health
It
nut writing
listed buffalo cauliflower. Does buffalo cauliflower tempt you any more than cauliflower does?
I mean, it's got more flavor, but once you suck all the buffalo sauce off, it's just
You're left with
cauliflower.
cauliflower.
Yeah, I mean,
Cucumber.
cucumber ranch is good. I do like
is.
that. I give that an A tier.
I would give that A tier.
Yeah.
As well.
Carrot is definitely
That's your goat.
that's the top
goat
of the list.
vegetables.
Mushroom, you're not dipping a mushroom in there unless it's fried.
It's true.
And I have listed here any fried food, and really any fried food could. I mean, if we were just doing generalities,
You could have another fried tier.
yeah, you could have because you got fried pickles in that, you got fried mushrooms, fried all that stuff. I'm trying to think of what other vegetable I might have dipped in ranch before, and that might be it.
Trying to think. I like olives and ranch. You're not going to be an olive and ranch. You're not going to be an olive.
Look, I told Lauren for our anniversary was last week, and we went out to eat to some place, and the pennant fell. We got that pennant was from S.J. Sharkey from San Jose, and Aaron really wanted to try to stick it to the wall and on the felt, and it didn't quite work. But go Sharks! No, but we went to a restaurant, and I wanted the lamb chops, but it came with olive whipped potatoes.
I have never in my life
I haven't either
heard of olives and potatoes
and
together.
It almost made me not order, but I was like, you know what?
You were adventurous.
I was adventurous. I try everything once. That's a rule for me. It was actually really good. Toward the end, there were little bits
Tell
of
me how
olive in
this-
it, and that
There's
was a
just
turn off. but
chopped olives incorporated into the potatoes?
It was kind of. Have you ever had wasabi mashed potatoes?
No.
Okay. It had if you've ever had that, it was a similar. So it had a little bit of the brininess mixed in, so it didn't overpower. So it was a nice little mixture until I got to the bits of olive, and then you could really taste it. But all that to say, I am pledging. I told Lauren I am going to try to acquire tastes for things like olives and bananas this year.
Okay.
That's 3/4 of the way through the year, or 1/4 of the way through the year, New Year's resolution for me. I'm going to try to just power through and make it happen. So,
If I could send you the Mr. Rogers gift right now, I would send it to you that says, I'm proud of you.
well, thank you.
Just know I'm sending that to you.
Okay.
Mentally right now.
Mentally.
I'm proud of you.
We need to start putting some stuff on a bracket, though.
Before we do that, let's...
All hyped up.
I want to know...
Tomato sandwiches.
That's a D tier.
I have not been putting things in the tier list.
We're going to have no idea what's dippable, what's not
I'm going to
dippable.
have to re-listen to this thing and then just take notes, I guess.
Let's set a baseline for our ranch dressing that we're dipping in. I need to know where I'm at mentally. Am I dipping this into Hidden Valley Ranch? Am I dipping it into Kraft?
That's a good point that
What
we
am
should have
I
talked
dipping
about
in?
before minute 40.
It is. We'll just cut this
It is
part and paste
Wingstop Ranch. It is Cisco Ranch. It is the best ranch out there.
It's good.
Okay, Hidden Valley is fine.
As far as bottled ranch dressings go,
That we talked about. What was the Bright House or Bright Farm?
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse. Lite.
Lite.
That apparently
It's a really good one.
is a really good one. You swear we've had it here?
We had it. We had Dill Lighthouse Ranch at this house.
I do not have a memory of it, but I believe you because your memory is better than mine. But I've got some hidden value. Let me go get it. You bring it in here, and so we can get it just mentally.
Just get a spoon of that.
Yeah, I mean, you're different food's going to put you in a different place, but I mean, it's good ranch. Like it's good ranch.
We don't want to open up a McDonald's container of ranch.
This is not Sonic Ranch. Might be the worst ranch.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's really bad.
It's bad.
And there's only one good thing that you can put in it, and that's the jalapeno poppers.
Okay,
that's the best thing that goes in that ranch.
That makes sense
because the flavor overwhelms it. But you know what? Honey mustard with the jalapeno poppers.
Really?
It's good. It's good. I don't know why, but it's good.
I haven't thought of that.
So that's where I would say we're at. We're dipping it in the best ranch here.
If you had to choose between the Wingstop Ranch or the Cisco Ranch, would you choose that or would you choose a homemade ranch?
I'd probably still choose the Cisco and Wingstop.
Okay.
I mean, homemade ranch is good, but I have never been able to duplicate that.
It is hard to duplicate.
It is really hard to duplicate, and I feel like I've come closer with homemade than I have Hidden Valley.
Yes,
but it's still just really hard. There's something in there.
I love making homemade ranch.
MSG
we have a recipe
or something.
that we use. I'm sure the MSG is a key factor in that. Absolutely,
which is harder to find than I thought it would be. Like if you're just looking for, you can't just go to the Walmart aisle and you have to get accent. You know,
yes,
that's the closest thing. But
yeah, okay. So we're gonna dip it in.
High quality Wingstop Cisco Ranch.
Yes. Okay.
So here we go. Are we ready? We want to start adding stuff. Are you still wanting to go 4 up?
I think at this point it's just
free game.
Free game at wherever we feel. I think everything that we've mentioned so far, I can't think of anything else that is just totally out of bounds.
Well, okay. I need clarification a little bit on something. Are you considering salad something you dip into ranch, or does it consume it? People do it different ways. I am a pour it on it, mix it up, but some people like to dip.
I know a lot of people that dip their salad. I would say salad definitely would fit in this category.
Okay. All right. This not being able to change things is I like it. I like it, but I also don't know what I want to do because I don't know what you're gonna. Do we need to take turns?
I think so.
I think we need to take turns.
Alternate at this point.
Yeah. You want to rock paper scissors to see who goes first?
Absolutely.
Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Are we doing rock paper scissors shoot?
On shoot.
Okay.
Yeah. Rock paper scissors shoot.
Shoot.
First pick, which means you get the last pick, right? Oh man. Now I don't know what I want to win. I'm gonna go ahead and get my number 1 out of the way then.
Just get it. Get it, son.
It's wings. Wings is number 1.
Look, I thought you were going salad.
No. I just wanted a clarification on salad. Wings is number 1 for me. That's the number 1 thing to dip in ranch dressing. Tell me I'm wrong. I dare you. I almost put pizza. Why did I type right pizza?
Is that what your heart really wants?
Maybe.
Your heart wants pizza?
Maybe it is.
Take pizza.
I think I was looking at pizza. Wings is goat status, right?
Bone in, boneless, doesn't matter.
I'm going to prefer bone in, and I've made my reasoning very clear.
But you'll dip boneless ones.
I'll dip boneless ones. But I also dip boneless in other sauces as well. I don't tend to do that with bone in.
Okay. What other sauces are you getting with boneless wings to dip in?
Sometimes I'll do a barbecue or something spicier, or depending on what it's dipped in or coated in.
When you say wings, define the flavor of wings.
Well, I mean, you could go a billion different directions. And if
are they all dippable?
Yes. Maybe. 90% of them are dippable. Like your classic buffalo wing, any of your spice levels there, absolutely. That is the perfect wing to dip in. So if I've got to pick one, it's a medium to medium hot buffalo wing, bone in, fried. Doesn't matter. Flat, wingette, doesn't matter.
And you think ranch is better to dip a wing in than
Absolutely.
blue cheese?
And so do you. Sitting over here trying to play devil's advocate. Blue cheese could go hit the curb.
Do you think
that moldy
ranch
crap
is overall more popular with people?
I think so.
To dip that in than blue cheese?
I think the blue cheese mafia, they're very strong. I think they're the loudest, but I think ranch is considerably more popular.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Blue cheese is an acquired taste.
It is, and it's not good. I don't like blue cheese, and that's not one I'm going to try to acquire.
Yeah,
I have no interest
I
in
don't-
getting blue cheese.
I don't blame you on that one.
Yeah, I mean, just that texture difference of the crunchy and the spicy and the cold, and it's got to be cold ranch too. That's the beauty of the Cisco and it's cold ranch. Like it's not shelf stable, so you know it's refrigerated as cold. So you've got hot, warm, and spicy wing.
Cold ranch.
In cold ranch. That's just a beautiful combination. So good. And you can do boneless too. You can do barbecue in ranch is great.
Do you want all of your dips for wings to be cold?
Yeah? Question mark?
Do you want the stuff that you dip in everything to be cold?
Not necessarily, no.
Like if you're dipping a fry in ketchup, do you want cold ketchup or warm ketchup
I know,
or
this
room
is-
temperature ketchup?
I am not as picky with that, I guess.
It doesn't matter to you?
I guess not. Cold, I mean, if it's a hot fry, fresh hot, cold is a little bit of appealing.
Really? See, to me, cold ketchup with a hot out of the fryer
But
fry feels weird.
here's the deal. If it's hot out, if it's fresh like that, I'm not dipping it in anything.
You're just
I'm raw dogging it. Like I'm just eating it.
nothing.
That's when I go to McDonald's, I will just take a fry and test it. And if it's great, I will just sit there in the car
the
and eat
fry.
it because I don't want to.
You don't want to mask the
I am
flavor.
not I'm not a huge sauce guy. Like I'm not seeking anytime I'm dipping my stuff, food in sauces, like I'm little bird dipping in it. I want just a little hint of flavor. I know some people, man, they'll drown it.
knuckle deep in it.
They will go through like they'll have an 8-piece nuggets and they need 3 Chick-fil-A sauce packets. I may use half of one on a whole sandwich and fries. Like I'm just not dipping that much.
Okay. I think
So-
that's important to note.
Yeah, that is important to note. But for a wing, that if it's that good ranch, I will sometimes go a little harder on that.
Okay.
So that's what I'm taking number 1.
Well, then I'm torn.
Whether or not to take your number 1 or have I already taken it.
Well, wings would have been my number 1 as well. I feel like.
I feel like there's only one correct answer for the other number 1 seed.
Pizza.
That's where I would put it. But
That's what I'm going to take.
at 1,
Yeah. I think I'm going to take one. I'm between 2 different ones, but I feel like I'm leaning pizza
yeah.
on that. Everybody talks about how this is a Midwest thing, and maybe it started as a Midwest thing, but I think pizza and ranch has really swept the nation, honestly.
Yeah. Everybody's doing this.
I feel like you see that everywhere. Here's the question. Are you dipping all of the pizza
That is the question.
or just the crust?
That is the question.
And does it matter on the type of pizza that you're eating, whether or not you
Also a question.
dip the actual slice into the ranch?
It does matter. I don't know. The only 2 types of pizza I'm dipping into ranch are a pepperoni, and it's usually got to be. It can't be it can't be like crackery. I guess it can. I'm backtracking. But pepperoni or meat lovers. Those are the 2 types that I'll dip in ranch. I don't tend to dip anything else in ranch. So, which is weird because but I don't eat buffalo chicken ranch or buffalo chicken pizza very often and stuff like that. I guess I would dip it if it was there, but, and I mean, I don't dip pizza very often
Okay.
unless I'm out somewhere. Like if I'm at if I'm somewhere, a pizza place, I will do it. But I'm not, if I'm making pizza here, I'm not grabbing the ranch, you know. If we order pizza in, I'm not going in and grabbing the ranch until I get to the crust. Then I want it.
Okay. I like to dip the entire slice. I think pepperoni lends itself best, but last week I had a Supreme pizza and went through. Now let me tell you what Hidden Valley has now. They have I don't know, it's like called garlic butter ranch or something like that. It is like a combination of the garlic dipping sauce that you would get from a pizza place and ranch dressing combined into one bottle. It's got that yellowy kind of fake butter tint to it.
Interesting.
And it makes a pretty good dip at home for pizza, especially the crust.
Yeah.
But I like to dip the whole pizza.
And this is another one of those hot pizza cold ranch.
Yes.
Is great.
It is.
Especially if it's the good ranch.
Yes. Phenomenal.
Isn't it funny how we can say good ranch and everybody knows what we're talking about?
Good ranch.
Isn't that great? Pizza's a solid. What about crust? You're a definite dipper of crust?
Definite dipper on crust.
I don't think there's a question you got to dip your crust, no matter what kind of pizza it is. You're dipping it in ranch, right?
Yep.
Stuffed crust in ranch is that's S tier. That's like next level.
I think Erica might disagree with me because she really likes to dip hers in red sauce. Like it's a breadstick to her.
I guess so.
So she's going to dip it in marinara or something like that.
To me, it's too heavy is the wrong word, but you know what I mean? Like it's that ranch lightens it. It makes it happier. That's the best way I can describe it. Maybe
Ranch always makes me happy.
How it makes me feel. There's so many good ones here on my list. Oh, I don't know what to take next.
Hang on, we haven't been doing our tiers here.
Well, pizza's S, right?
Pizza's S,
wings are S. I'm glad you reminded me. I'm torn. I don't know. I'm doing it. We're doing it. I'm going potato skin.
Just like you're going to peel a potato, take the skin, and dip it in ranch.
No. We're talking about like TGI Friday, loaded potato skin. Yeah, just
like
scooped
a twice baked potato.
It's got the cheese,
bacon, sour cream, chives,
everything. Potato skin. I'm taking it. Oh, do I want to take it 2?
Where you going? Or
do I want to take it 3? 3 feels sacrilegious. I'm taking it 2.
Wow.
I'm going to take it 2. And I can't change it now.
Nope, you can't. No takesies, backsies.
But, man, you're talking potato, cheese, bacon, crispy, hot, savory, just dunking that thing in ranch. It's great.
Yeah, it is.
Why you were looking at me the way you were.
I was hanging on your words.
Trying to intimidate me. I can't change it now. What do you got?
Well,
I'm going to put, where are we going to put that? S or A?
It's A tier to me.
Yeah, I think we have to limit what's on S tier.
Yeah, if it's all S tier, then it's not special.
Yeah. All right, what do you got?
I'm going to take something number 3.
Okay.
I want fries number 3.
Ooh, I thought you might go fries number 2.
I want fries number 3.
That's where I would have probably put them also, though, so I can't be too mad at you. And you're going to put them right up against
That's
potato
why
skins.
I put them number 3.
That's mean.
I wanted to put them
That's
number 2,
mean.
but I'm going to go potato versus
Come
potato,
on,
and we're going to
man.
force that right there in the first
mean.
round. That's what we're doing.
Oh, I was really hoping to avoid that.
Because I love a French fry in ranch. I would rather dip a French fry in ranch than in ketchup.
Oh, really?
100%. I think ranch is hands down the best condiment for French fry dipping.
Does this include all fries?
All fries.
Any type?
Any type.
See, I would disagree with that.
And then, specifically, if you get to loaded fries, because to me, loaded fries are better than potato skins.
I would disagree with that.
You're getting the cheese, you're getting the bacon. Why?
Because you lose the crispiness. The integrity of the fry is completely gone. Potato skins, you still have some texture. When you have, you lose any integrity with the fries when you load them up. Yes, you do. Every time.
It's just a baked potato that you're eating. There's no integrity to a baked potato except for the skin that you're eating. And if the skin's not done right,
But the skin is, if you're getting a potato skin,
isn't a good eating experience.
It's going to be a great. It's always. I have never had a weak, wimpy.
I have
flaccid potato skin.
I have.
Well, then you're eating in the wrong places. I've never had one. They've always been good and crispy.
French fries, because you're not going to just get total coverage of that stuff, so you're going to get crispy fry.
And I'm a fry guy. I'm a fry daddy. All right, I love fries. It's one of my top level foods.
Then what are you about to say?
I never ordered loaded fries. I've had them, of course, but I never get them because of that reason. I know they're going to be soggy and wimpy fries underneath the good stuff.
You don't get chili cheese fries.
Rarely. Because if I want to fry, I need a crispy fry.
Have we ever done a potato episode?
We did potato versus corn, but not just potato only.
Well, we need a potato only episode because chili cheese fries are one of the 4 greatest potato dishes that exist.
I mean,
or 5.
Tell me if I have something in my nose. It feels like I have something in my nose. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to think about all the potato
loaded
dishes,
fry, a chili cheese fry. You fork that puppy, dip it into the ranch.
They're delicious. I don't think it and it's why I didn't take it number 2. So are you taking fries or loaded fries?
They are the same thing. I am taking all fries in any form.
Now, if you're talking, this is why I asked you also, because if it's a steak fry, if it's, there has to be certain fries. It's got to be a really crispy, almost breaded fry for me to really love it in ranch.
You know, all fries. Like a.
Are you sure you want to put it up against potato skin then?
I'm 100% sure.
You don't want to go number 2 with it?
No.
Okay.
Because it needs to be the potato battle there. We have to have the potatoes battle it out.
Okay.
And what to me redeems a Texas Roadhouse fry, which is not one of the best fries that's out there, is being able to dip it in their ranch. It saves the fry.
But that's just it. I was going to say
that's it.
I guess we are talking about best dipped in ranch.
Yes.
Because if it can't be great if you have to save it by dipping it in ranch. Like that goes back to bad steak. Like you're saving the bad steak because you dip it in ranch.
I'm not going to dip a McDonald's fry in ranch.
No.
But if I go to Chili's, if I go to any Cheddar's, wherever, like I always ask for ranch as my dipping sauce.
If I'm going to like Rock House here in town, they've got great ranch dipping fries. Because there's a lot of nooks and crannies to get it into. You know, it's almost a breaded, really.
I've never had any trouble getting ranch to stick to a fry. I've never needed a nook, nor have I ever needed a cranny on my fry.
Okay.
They go in, and ranch is absolutely the best thing that you can dip a fry in.
We should have had things here to taste.
We should.
We really should have, because I'm trying to go on memory.
Have you dipped a Wingstop fry in the Wingstop ranch?
I have.
Those are great dipping fries.
But the Wingstop fries aren't awesome. Again, you're saving the fry by the ranch. Like you're wanting the ranch.
Okay.
It just becomes a vessel.
Exactly.
For ranch.
Yes. Isn't that what we're talking about today?
I mean, I guess so. I guess so. I guess you're right.
We're not talking about the best French fry.
I guess so. That's where I'm getting hung up, I guess. That's where I'm getting hung up.
All we are doing is figuring out a way to get ranch from this into my mouth. Sure, you can take the Hidden Valley ranch and you can squirt it in your mouth. Sure, I've done that. Sure, you've done that. We all do that at night.
I don't know that I've done that.
You get to midnight, you're like, I need a little snacky snack. What I need? Ranch dressing.
I don't know that everybody does that.
It's like Popeye eating spinach. Sometimes you just got to keep a little pack of ranch in your pocket and power up.
Erica, I'm so sorry for you right now. Okay, I mean, yeah, you're right. This is the best thing to dip ranch in. Okay, but hold on, I'm getting hung up on it again. Like, is this the best thing to dip ranch into?
Well, I just said it's the third best thing to dip into ranch.
Okay.
I haven't told you what's number 2 yet.
That's true. You said this was number 2, but you changed it, so.
Yeah, because I thought that you might take Potato skins number 3.
Pizza skins.
What's a pizza skin? Hey, have you ever tried a potato skin loaded up like a pizza?
No.
Why is nobody doing that?
Why is nobody doing
Put
that?
some sauce, some cheese, some pepperoni on that sucker.
That's interesting.
I feel like that should be good.
Yeah.
That couldn't be
That
bad.
should be very good. Oh, man. I've got 2 spots left. I don't know what. I know what, but I don't know what. Are you want to take something? You can't. It's my turn. I'm going to go. I'm going to go jalapeno popper at number 4.
Okay. And when you say jalapeno popper, you're saying all manners of jalapeno poppers.
Fried.
Okay, so not like a bacon wrapped one where there's no breading. It has to be a breaded, deep fried jalapeno popper is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you're not
jalapeno, cheese, cream cheese, doesn't matter. Deep fried, battered and deep fried.
So if you had one that you did on the grill that was wrapped in bacon, you wouldn't dip it.
I'm not dipping that. I'm just
in nothing.
In anything. Yeah.
You're just gonna eat that one naked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you dipping it?
Oh, I've been known to dip it.
I guess you can dip it. I don't know if I ever have.
I don't have to dip it, but I mean, if there's ranch there, I'm gonna.
But if
dip
there's
it in
a
ranch.
it's a fried one, that's dipping.
Yes, if it's a fried one, you must dip.
You must dip.
By the way, you didn't give me a tier for.
Oh, that's right. We didn't give you a
French
tier
fry. Again, I would call French fries A tier.
I'd put them at A tier.
And jalapeno poppers.
I'd give them A tier.
Again, because there's different kinds, I would almost say B tier.
You think?
Just because I'm not
putting
dip.
jalapeno popper at the same level as a nugget.
I mean, a breaded one, I'm not. A non-breaded one that's wrapped in bacon, I am.
Okay, well we're going to
So
classify.
you're just going to call this a fried jalapeno popper.
Fried. Yeah, fried jalapeno
Okay.
popper.
All right. Was that all you had to say there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've belabored enough things.
Where am I going?
I really should have said some other things on this list because we're going to have to come back to them. I think I'm going to say some things before I get to my number 3 pick later. But
I can't change mine now,
nope.
but I want chicken tenders number 2.
Okay.
I retroactively wish I could take chicken tenders number 1.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
take
I think
tendies over pizza?
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking of those, but then it popped in my head. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's hands down. Chicken tenders to me is the number 1 food. Pizza over chicken wings over everything.
Really?
Chicken tenders in ranch is...
There's so many other things you can dip it in, though.
S tier goat status.
But we're talking about in ranch.
Yes,
Like there's
chicken
so many
tenders
other things
in ranch. I have never been caught dead in my life ordering.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Anything other than ranch to dip.
Oh, so then
chicken
you don't
tenders
know. You don't know what else is out there.
Somebody will. I don't want to dip them in gravy. I don't want to dip them in barbecue sauce.
Those are all great, though.
I do not like honey mustard, but
No, that's the
Cheddar's
problem.
makes a good honey mustard because theirs has a little Dijon nose heat that comes with it. It's good.
Yeah.
I would not dip my chicken tenders, though. I don't want anything. I want ranch dressing the way that God made it at the Hidden Valley. That's what I want to dip chicken tenders in, and it is hands down. That is the way that you measure the ranch dressing is how good is it on a chicken tender.
Okay. I will say, I do like a good restaurant style
I like bad chicken tenders.
chicken
in
tender
ranch.
in good ranch. That is, you're right. That scenario is up there right under wings for me. It would be there before pizza. But
I like bad chicken tenders in bad ranch.
I'm not dipping a Chick-fil-A tender in Chick-fil-A ranch. I'm going to dip it in Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm not going to other fast food places in town and getting a chicken tender. I'm
If
going
I
to put
get
it
chicken
in
tenders
honey
at
mustard.
Cane's, I'm going to dip it in cane sauce.
Right. So to me, one specific
Chicken tenders are the most dippable thing. To me, chicken tenders are more dippable than wings. Chicken tenders are more dippable than pizza.
more than pizza, yes. I would disagree with
the
wings
most
personally.
dippable thing on my list. And if I'm going to dip it, I'm going to choose to dip it in ranch. So therefore, it has to be number one.
Okay. But it's number 2.
Yes, because I forgot
the
about
seeding, that may help. Who knows? You don't know. It's all
And
about matchups.
I would call, to me, chicken tenders has to be S tier.
S tier.
That's where they go on my list.
I can agree. I can get behind it.
I feel like if we were to poll the audience, if we were to poll the nation, I feel like ranch would run away with what chicken tenders are dipped in.
You think?
I don't think it's even close.
All right, let's pause so we can put this on TikTok. Okay, so all those audio listeners and people watching the long form on YouTube, every once in a while we might do this where we got to take a break. We got to make sure it's at least a minute long because we could take some of the other conversation we had, but that's how monetization works. So, hey TikTok, what is the best thing to you know what? Sometimes you just takes more than one take. So we're gonna cut the tape again at a minute or 1 hour and 5 minutes. Here we go. We're gonna go again. Hey TikTok, what is the best thing to dip a chicken tender into? Aaron thinks it's ranch.
It is hands down ranch dressing.
Are you sure?
I am 100% positive. It's not gravy. It's not barbecue sauce. It's not honey mustard. It's not Chick-fil-A sauce. It's not cane sauce. It is ranch dressing. Okay, and it can be good ranch dressing or it can be bad ranch dressing.
But see, that's where I would disagree. It's got to be good ranch dressing. Otherwise, there are better prepackaged sauces. Honey mustard, barbecue, those are better prepackaged sauces than a prepackaged ranch.
If you're eating a chicken nugget, but if you're eating a chicken tender, no, it has to be ranch.
But if you're at a fast food place where it's prepackaged, then it's going to be the same chicken.
If I go to Dairy Queen, I do not want their stupid gravy with my chicken tenders.
The gravy is great for a chicken tender. It is.
It's good for a chicken fried steak or a chicken fried chicken.
Well, what's the difference there?
I'm fork and knifing it.
But it's so convenient.
It has been gravied for me.
Okay.
I'm not dunking.
I don't know. I still think that
I propose, and you will back me up on this, that ranch is the most popular thing to dip chicken tenders in.
You think the general public will say ranch is superior?
Yes.
Not honey mustard, not barbecue sauce, not a Polynesian or a hot honey. I don't think those have a chance. But I think between barbecue and honey mustard, though, I think
if it is not ranch dressing, there is a serious problem in this country.
I think we'll probably get a lot of Chick-fil-A's and even I'm not a big fan of slim sauce. But
okay, but that means that you have to go to Chick-fil-A, and that's the only time you're getting chicken tenders. And I don't believe that's the case. I mean, I don't think people are saying, "Oh, I'm only going to eat chicken tenders and dip them if I have Chick-fil-A sauce or cane sauce."
So I agree with that.
So I think that means that it has to be ranch. And I think that ranch is more popular than gravy.
You guys will have to let us know online what it is because we're at an impasse when it comes to that. Okay, I've got my 3. You've got your 4 remaining. We're going to leave something out that's really good. I don't know that I want to put salad on here. I'm going to give you the opportunity to do it if you want to. I'm going to list off some things I'm not going to take. I don't know what I'm taking, though. I am not going to take onion rings. It's very tempting, though. That is the first 4 out for me. And it's probably the first 4 out for me. Because I love onion rings. But when we're talking about the best vehicles for ranch, I don't know that it's quite there.
Well, I hope you take one of these 2 things because we've only got 2 spots left on the board, and there are 2 things I think both deserve to be on here. There's 3 things.
Are they on this list?
On your list?
Do I have them on my list right now?
Yes.
Okay.
There are 3 things that are on that list that I feel like should be on here.
So I want to eliminate here. We've done pizza, we've done fries, we've done potato skins and wings, and chicken tenders and poppers.
We've done veggies.
We've done veggies and salads. I'm not taking either of those. So one of those can go kick rocks, but you think 3 of those deserve a spot.
Well, salad that you just got rid of
was one of them.
I think that salad. I think that you could make an argument.
You definitely can make an argument. I mean, it's right there.
I mean, I guess it depends
I don't
if you're going
dip,
to call
and that's the hard
dipping
part.
it.
I don't dip, but salad, ranch, and salad just are meant for each other.
Yes.
But I'm not dipping it. That's the only reason I'm leaving it off. So if you want it on there, absolutely, I'm not going to fight you at all on it. But that's the only reason I'm leaving it off.
Then do you have to do another episode? Like, what is the best thing with ranch poured over it? I don't know.
I think we do the best salad dressing.
Okay, so you're just saying salads don't belong in this.
Because again, I don't dip.
Yeah.
I know people do, but I don't, and so it's hard for me to get behind the
with
best
leaving
thing to
it.
dip it.
I'm fine with leaving it that way.
Okay. So you're saying 2 of these things, then 2 of these 4 deserve a spot.
All 4 of those are great dipped in ranch.
They are. Let's just talk about these 4 real quick because we're leaving the people in suspense.
What is it?
Mozzarella sticks. So let us know which of these deserves this spot more. Which of these is the better thing to be dipped in ranch? Mozzarella sticks, fried pickles, and I put or any fried food because you're talking.
You said earlier that you had to be specific.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Just in my notes, I put any fried food. But you could do onion blossoms. You could do any of the fried vegetables. You could do just a plethora of things.
Fried green beans.
Yeah, I mean, those are really good.
Fried avocado.
Fried
if you're
tomato.
that person.
Fried green tomatoes. I mean, fried avocado is good. You got to try it. We got to do it one time here. Onion rings and quesadilla. Those are the 4 I put on here. Now, here's where I'm at. I've already said I think I'm ready to eliminate onion rings, although I might have talked myself back into it. Fried pickles, these are all good contenders, and I don't know what to leave off. Quesadilla is great dipped in ranch.
Yes, it is.
But there's also a lot of good variations of quesadilla that don't require ranch. None of them require it.
I agree.
So I think I want to leave quesadilla off.
I think I could eat a quesadilla without dipping it.
Yeah.
I cannot eat. I'm not going to say I can't eat. I don't want to eat a chicken tender naked.
That's a great point.
I want to dip my chicken tender.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I can eat my onion rings without dipping them.
Yeah.
I enjoy them dipped in ranch, but it doesn't break that.
I have prepared because I like that train of thought, and I'm taking fried pickles.
Okay.
I'm taking fried pickles at number 3. Was that one of them?
Yes.
Okay. So it's all on you. Because, again, that same logic, you're not going to eat fried pickles by themselves, probably.
No.
And you can do it in a spicy ranch. You could do it again, it's the texture. It's hot fried pickle and cold ranch. And that good ranch. Man, that's dangerous. You can eat your weight in those.
I like a fried pickle chip
But yes,
over a pickle spear.
100%. The chip, you got to have
crunch factor
Absolutely.
is so much better with a pickle chip than it is with a pickle spear.
Yeah, you get the pickle spear, it gets soggy by about halfway down, and it's too much pickle. The ratio is really a sweet spot with the chip.
Yep.
All right, my list is complete. You got one spot left.
Then I'm taking mozzarella sticks.
Okay.
And those are something that I can eat without ranch, but I do prefer them in ranch. Is ranch better than red sauce to dip them in?
And that's
Marinara?
the only reason I wasn't going to include them, because I could go 50-50. I'm good either way. And you're a honey mustard hater, but I like mozzarella sticks and honey mustard also.
That sounds terrible.
It's really good.
That sounds awful. So I was hoping that you would take mozzarella sticks so I could have fried pickles because I would rather have fried pickles over mozzarella sticks, probably. But I feel like you can't leave mozzarella sticks off of this list.
Yeah.
I think it is one of the best 8 things.
I agree. So our top 8 then, which we didn't tier them. I'm going to give pickles of A tier.
I agree. A tier for those. I would give.
I think mozz are A tier.
See, I want to say B tier because I can take it or leave it with it, or it's good in other stuff. But then I'm like, is it equal to nuggets? Probably so to me.
Okay.
I would list mozzarella sticks as B tier, and that probably has just ticked off a lot of people. I know people that feel like that should be S tier.
Just mozzarella sticks and ranch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to me, it's B tier.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Again, because you can dip it in multiple things. Mozzarella sticks are one of those things you can class up, or they can be.
Yes.
Sonic Mott sticks are also good. You know,
Yes.
that's Sonic. That's saying something.
It's like the one thing that Sonic does really good.
Yeah,
is mozzarella sticks.
To me, they do three things well.
Okay.
Mott sticks, jalapeno poppers.
Yep.
And drinks.
And yes, I was going to say, are we counting drinks in this? Because those were the only two other items.
Now,
on
if we're counting price, they don't do drinks well. We love to hate you, Sonic. Okay. Did we tier everything out? We didn't tier quesadilla. I would say quesadilla is a B tier.
Same. Look, we made some homemade quesadillas a couple weeks ago. I did a Mexican shredded beef with them, and I whipped up sort of my version of kind of like Chewy's, that jalapeno ranch that you dip in at Chewy's.
Yeah.
That's a really good dip, by the way. I kind of made one of those that was limey and jalapeno-y at home.
Yeah.
I like to make a chipotle ranch for quesadillas.
Ranch is so versatile when it comes to dipping on how you can package
flavor it many different ways.
You could just do sriracha ranch. You could do just a Southwest ranch. You could do I mean, there's just 100 different ways you can go about it.
Yes, which is what makes ranch the best condiment.
We haven't done a condiment episode.
It is the most versatile condiment.
Yeah.
I think that is there.
I think you're right.
I say that, and then I'm like, well, maybe it's mayo because mayo
Is in ranch.
is in ranch. So
true.
maybe it's the most versatile. I don't know.
Okay, is there anything we left off that we should cover?
Oh, man.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I feel like we ran the gamut. I do feel a little bit bad about not including anything healthy. No,
Look, I said
no
that
vegetables
the vegetables. Do you want carrots over any of those things?
no,
I don't either.
I don't.
That's how unhealthy we are.
That's just we're from the South, man. Just
Like, if I was going out beyond this, then quesadillas and onion rings are probably 9 and 10, and I'm putting carrots
are
11, 12.
yeah.
you know?
We'd have to go to a
They're
16 bracket.
next 4 out.
Yeah,
But I think they're bubble.
they are. And bell pepper, I love a bell pepper in ranch. It's also great.
Yes.
If you are watching, you saw nothing. All right, we ready to bracket this out?
What else can we do?
If you want to be the best, you have to beat the rest. This is the Best Things Bracket.
All right, let's see if we can make quick work out of this. What's the best thing to dip ranch into? Round number one.
To dip into ranch.
What did I say?
To dip ranch into. I'm gonna dip my ranch into some ranch.
Okay, take
How
two.
do you make Hidden Valley Ranch better? Dip it into good ranch.
Honestly, do they have fried ranch at the fair?
Oh man,
Surely they do, right?
somebody should be doing that.
We didn't even talk much about the powder, the seasoning packets, and so we
didn't.
referenced it at the beginning. But okay, what's the best thing to dip into ranch? Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Best thing to dip into ranch. Round one: pizza versus jalapeno papas. 3, 2, 1.
Hang on. I just remembered something we didn't talk about. I meant to put this on my list. It's kind of in the same category as this is what rung my bell on it again. Pizza rolls.
Oh, I was thinking calzones.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls.
I think that you got to dip pizza rolls in ranch.
Actually, you probably do that more than you do pizza.
I think so.
You want to switch it? To
I
pizza
don't know
rolls?
if pizza and pizza rolls count as the same thing or not, or if those are two different things.
Well, since we're already here, I guess they
But,
can count as the same thing.
Anyway, okay.
All right. Pizza versus jalapeno poppers. 3, 2, 1. Pizza.
Pizza.
Chicken tenders versus fried pickles. 3, 2, 1. Tenders.
Tindies.
That's close for me, though. Wings or mozzarella sticks? 3, 2, 1. Wings.
Wing.
And potato skins versus fries. All right.
Let's go.
Strap yourselves in, everybody.
I hope that you've had time to think about this.
I have. You're going to be surprised. Ready? Potato skins versus fries. 3, 2, 1. Fried
Fries.
potato skins. We're going potato skins 1 to 10, 3. Now, hold up. This is another thing people have told us in comments from time to time. They get mad about our 1 to 10s.
Okay.
Because they're wanting to know, are we scaling based on this matchup or overall? So like on the scale of 1 to 10 on how good this item is in ranch or compared to fries. So that's a good question I had never considered. How are you giving your number?
How am I giving it? I am always doing it. I don't know.
It's always my gut, right? I always tend to lean toward overall, like whatever the theme is. So for me, potato skins, how good are they, compared to everything dipped in ranch? What score would I give it?
Typically, I probably go based on the matchup.
Okay.
Because I have given things different numbers in different rounds. Because if it's a 10 right here, then it should remain a 10 all the way through.
Okay.
But I think based on the matchup, I have changed my numbers in the past. And so I'm trying to decide between... I'm not trying to decide between potato skins and pizza right now.
That's a good point.
I'm trying to decide between potato skins and French fries.
Okay. This means we have to go back to every episode and agree now because we probably have not been doing that. So on this matchup, potato skins versus fries. Here we go. We're going to do potato skins first. Skins, 3, 2, 1, 8. Fries, 3, 2, 1, 7. You dirty duck. Fries gets it by 1.
I didn't want that to happen. I wanted this to go to 100.
What did you think I was going to do?
I thought you probably thought that I was going with 10, and so I thought that you would rank it down.
I'm not basing my score on you. I'm basing it on what I think.
I thought that you would play the player in the situation.
I played the game.
I thought you would give it a 6.
No, I didn't. I was being honest in my opinion of it. Were you being honest in your opinion of it?
That I think that it's better.
Then that's how it works then.
But I wanted it to go to 100 because I don't think 8, 9, and 10 really separated out enough.
What would you give it if it was 100?
Fries?
Yeah.
I'd probably give it
for giggles
a 92.
I'm probably giving fries a 72.
And potato skins?
83.
And see, I was going to say probably 82, 83. And in that scenario, skins probably would have advanced and moved on. See, that's why I thought that you would.
I didn't. Do you want skins to move on?
I just want us to both be happy about how the outcome was achieved.
We can't be happy. This is why we need a secret third member. We need a producer to break ties.
I feel like you are a bigger hater of fries into ranch based on our conversation than I am of potato skins into ranch.
I mean, that's probably true.
So I would rather the thing that has the best chance of winning because I enjoy potato skins and ranch. I ain't going to be mad at it.
Okay, so hold on. Let's go to 1,000 then.
Okay.
So since fries won one round, potato skins won the second. To make it fair, let's just go straight up to 1,000. Here we go. Potato skins 1 to 1,000. 3, 2, 1, 820. Pin, not
working.
Is it dead? It may be dead. Nope, it's not dead.
The pen ain't dead.
But for some reason, it's not wanting to write. So bear with us.
Should be 1570 though.
Okay.
Right? You said what?
I said 820.
I said 750. So that should be 1570.
Okay, keep that number in your head because Craig can't do numbers. Yeah, it just totally disconnected.
Pin down, folks.
Pin down. We have a pin down. We have a pin down. We're going to have to do it with my finger. You said what number?
1570.
1570. All right, fries 1 to 1,000. Thank you, audio listeners, for bearing with us for that moment. If we edited this thing, we'd edit all that out, but we don't edit this thing. What you hear is literally what we say for an hour and a half. All right, fries 1 to 1,000. 3, 2, 1, 740. 900?
Yep. That should be 1640.
Fries wins.
You gave fries a what?
A 740.
So you hated fries a little bit more than I hated potato skins. and I liked fries a little bit more than you liked potato skins.
Yeah. That's why we do the things, everybody. I advanced fries further than I should. Hold on.
You just sending them on, huh?
I had already written fries down. Okay, round 2. Welcome back. Hope you skipped ahead a little bit. Round 2, pizza versus chicken tenders. This is like your nightmare, isn't it? 3, 2, 1, pizza.
Tenders.
Here's my logic.
Yep.
I'm not dipping pizza in anything else. I'll dip chicken tenders in other things.
That's
my only logic here.
You're not going to dip pizza into red sauce.
No.
That's solid logic on your part then.
The crust may be in red sauce, but it's far and away better in ranch. So that's my only logic. But we're going to take pizza 1 to 10. 3, 2, 1, 8.
What? I'm supposed to give it a number?
You are supposed
Pizza.
to give it a number.
In ranch.
In ranch.
9.
9. What I give it an 8? That gives it.
I thought you gave it a 10.
No. Did I not?
I really don't know. I thought you said 10.
I thought 8.
Okay.
I'm going to stick with 8, which gives us 17. Tenders 3, 2, 1,
9.
8. So Tendies moves on.
No. 9 and 8, 17 again.
Oh, it sure is. Man, I have fallen off the rails with my pencil not working. Wait, I lost the tip. That's why it's not working. How did the tip come off?
Wow.
Hey, it works again.
It works again. Look at
Imagine that. When the whole thing is together, it works. Okay. Pizza 1 to 100. This may be the most things we've ever taken. Pizza 1 to 100. 3, 2, 1. 850. I'm going to 1,000.
What?
I'm so lost. I'm so lost. I'm going to go 85.
Okay.
And you went 90?
Yeah.
Okay. So that.
I think that's what I was going to say. I was just surprised, and you're like 850 out of 100.
What do you want?
Yeah, 90. That's fine.
Okay, that's 175. And then we have chicken tenders. 1 to 100, Craig. 1 to 100. 3, 2, 1, 85. 85, 95
180.
gives it 180. Which means tenders wins.
By how much?
By 5.
5.
Wings versus fries. This should be easier. 3, 2, 1. Wings.
It's an all chicken final.
This chicken is the best thing to dip ranch into. Which a fried chicken salad is the best salad for ranch.
It is.
Chicken tenders versus chicken wings. 3, 2, 1.
Tenders.
Wings.
Here's my logic.
Okay.
I eat tenders more than I eat wings.
Do you really?
Well, yeah.
I eat wings more than I eat tenders.
The odds of me going to a restaurant and ordering chicken tenders somewhere is much greater than me going to a restaurant somewhere and ordering wings.
I never order chicken tenders at restaurants.
That's probably why.
I don't eat a lot of wings at restaurants either.
Okay.
But I'll get them at a Slim's or Zaxby's or Wingstop. You know, I eat wings at least once a week.
I was going to say, I have wings 5 times in a year, maybe.
Really?
I'm thinking of like traditional bone-in wings.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, we're just talking about chicken tenders.
Right, yeah.
You know.
You need to eat more wings.
I guess. I guess so.
Okay, tenders. 1 to 10. 3.
Can you give me your reasoning for wings over tenders?
It's probably the same reasoning you have for tenders. It's just a better combination, and I eat them more.
Okay, because you said earlier that you do dip wings into other sauces.
I will, less than I do tenders. But from time to time, I may get a barbecue or some other kind of specialty sauce to go with it. I like a dry rub wing too, though. So
I was going to mention that.
So sometimes I'll take
Do you dip a dry rub wing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why. So, like, if I want a barbecue flavor, I'll get just a plain dry rub, and I'll dip it in barbecue and a little in ranch.
And what is your issue with a classic buffalo wing?
I have no issue. I love
okay.
it. I get them all the time.
Okay.
But if I want to change it up,
I got you.
then I can. All right.
I don't know how to solve this one.
How we always do, by the numbers. As close as we can. Chicken tenders, 1 to 10. 3, 2, 1. 9. 18. Wings, 3, 2, 1. 10.
8.
Aaron likes to play the game. Tenders, 1 to 100. 3, 2.
We're doing tenders?
Tenders. And we need to say it at the same time so we can't be playing the game.
I was trying to think.
Are you ready? Get a number in your head. Let's do that first. Let's
We're doing tenders?
Tenders to
Okay.
100. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. 87. 93, 87. That is 180. Wings, 1 to 100. You got a number?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
90.
96.
186.
186, which means wings. I know you don't feel good about it, though, do you?
I don't.
But it wins by 6. I'm not mad at it.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to dip wings into anything but ranch.
Yeah.
I only want to
But you're not dipping tenders in anything but ranch either, though.
I want to dip both of those in ranch and nothing but ranch. So help me God.
Well, you got to let us know online, Internet. What is the better thing to dip into ranch? Chicken tenders or chicken wings? I say wings. You say tenders. And we may just have to agree to disagree, even though the bracket gave a winner. We obviously don't agree.
What I would love is to have some chicken tenders sitting here and some chicken wings sitting here.
We may have
dip.
We'll have to do that. We'll have to revisit. The Internet may have to be the third person in the vote here. Y'all may have to just break the tie because we're left with a tie, and maybe we should just have a question mark as the champion for now until the Internet can break the tie.
I also don't want to hear from people that hate ranch.
No, if you don't like ranch, just don't comment.
Yeah.
There's no point in commenting. I hate when people do that.
I know too many ranch haters. They're like, oh, well, it's made from mayo, and I don't like mayo.
It tastes nothing like mayo.
It doesn't. Like, just have an open mind, people.
Okay, well, we have one last bit of business to do.
It may be the best thing today, but is it the best thing of all time? It's time for the best thing battle.
We've got to figure it out. What's better? Dipping wings in ranch or the lovely gentleman's game known as March Madness, which is our one-time reigning champion. Aaron, are you prepared to make your vote?
I am.
3, 2, 1. March Madness. That's right, March Madness, which we are in the throes of right now. We've been following the brackets. Luckily, when we've recorded has been the gap between the games for the most part. I think they're starting to pick up again. But it's the best. Is it the best sports time of the year? We've had this discussion before.
Thursday and Friday of March Madness are the 2 greatest days on the sports calendar.
Yeah. The whole first weekend is really phenomenal.
Yes, these 4 days in total are the best.
Is the best. And I have not gotten to enjoy it as much as I usually do or should. But that's on me. That's nobody's fault but my own. All right, Aaron, do you have anything else?
Look, ranch, you the MVP. You're the most valuable pour.
How long did that take you? Have you been sitting on that for an hour and a half?
I've been waiting for that one.
gosh. Okay. I don't think we can top that. So for the best things, I'm Craig.
I'm Aaron.
We'll talk at you next time. Go enjoy some ranch, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos from us. Craig, Aaron, what are you still doing? Go click the video.